Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. This is my textual analysis presentation, and the title is Attracting and Retaining the Best Employees in Today's Market. And so, to start us off, the big idea or the issue that we're going to be looking at are how employees are becoming more unpredictable in the job market, which is forcing jobs to uphold certain organizational standards to attract and retain the most productive employees available. And I wanted to start us off with a quote from the text, which states that the new social contract and the belief that one's career will follow an orderly progression has been replaced by expanding work opportunities and projects that give employees a chance to hone their skills and apply them. And we see this being more popular as today's market. Employees no longer want to work under harsh conditions or work long hours with one-sided communication approaches and minimal opportunities for growth and promotion. And because of that, it's causing employers to have to meet their standards if they want to attract and retain them. No one wants to have a high turnover rate in their organization because it can be detrimental. And so this is no small task. It's an important issue for every organization's success in today's job market. And so we have Web Profits, who is a digital consultancy, and they work closely with a diverse selection of clients. And they laid out modern tactics that they believe all successful organizations should adopt if they wish to attract and retain the top employees in the market. And of course, the video was named How to Attract and Retain Talent. So the text itself was a bit easy to interpret because they laid out basically their two main focuses, which every tactic they employ falls under. And those two primary focus areas are learning and culture. And I think that's what Web Profits wants us to understand about the dynamic of the issue and how we can solve it or the solutions to the issue. So they want to focus on learning because it offers employees opportunities for growth, self-improvement, and promotion. They want to create a diverse, equitable, and inclusive culture because it makes each employee feel welcome, invited, and a key member of the team. And both of these primary focus areas are attractive to employees in today's market because today's market has shifted to a human relations-based value system, which we studied a bit in our course. And this has given employees more control of their employment situation, as mentioned earlier, than ever before. And it's a more holistic view of the employee's well-being, how they're affected by what's going on in and outside of the workplace. And Web Profits understands that, and they want to explain it to us in a way that, as if we were the audience and we were employers, ways that we can employ it within our organization. And so I thought a great way to frame this would be using Douglas McGregor's theory why. So Douglas McGregor's theory why is basically the principles are based on the belief that people do have the capacity to be satisfied even when they're at work, and they enjoy the responsibility and work best under management that treats them as valued human resources. And we see that in the text. And within the modern workplace, employees are becoming accustomed to organizations that proactively establish a people-first strategy. We even see that supported in modern research done by Michael LeBlanc. And so theory Y is used to frame Web Profits tactics here by myself because it helps us understand why an employee would be attracted to a workplace. And it also helps us realize what can actually help an employee come to the decision that, maybe I want to leave this organization for another because the culture isn't right. Maybe we're being mistreated. There's something in the value system, in the way I'm being valued, that doesn't vibe with me. We can understand that by understanding the main principles behind theory Y. I was able to interpret the text, and here are my findings, which are actually the tactics that Web Profits mentioned in the video. So implications from that from those findings. The best employees in today's market will naturally seek employment opportunities where managers value employees and offer the highest levels of autonomy and responsibility. And Theory Y tells us, of course, for a framework, that employees find satisfaction in responsibilities at work. And so Web Profits, they use that. They foster the culture of no ego. Everyone is encouraged to speak up when something needs to be improved. Ownership and responsibility have been proven to be essential in retaining great talent. So they focus on giving out that ownership and responsibility so that they have that autonomy in the workplace. Friday training workshops happen every week where employees are able to speak. They've been given a voice. They can speak on something that they think would be essential or productive to teach to the team, and they get to work on their presentation skills. Implication number 2, An organization's success is partially reliant on its processes of successfully onboarding, growing, and retaining people who bring value. So we see this again. Theory Y tells us that employees are attracted to organizations that prioritize human resources. And one of the best ways to invest in your human resources is to put processes in place that help them when they're training. So we see structured pairing systems where trainees get to get hands-on interactive experience and foster camaraderie. We also see special channels set up for different skill areas where teammates can collaborate to create and share content. And we see that they have a focus for hiring people who love learning and who have that mindset for learning and development within the organization. Third implication, we see that it's a great idea to build a workplace culture that invites open communication and relationship building. And this is one that we all have heard before. So we invest in activities that have been done outside of the workplace and team events, outings, and we get to know our colleagues outside, which builds a stickiness, makes employees think twice before leaving. They build lasting relationships, and they foster transparent communication, which builds that value and that people first approach that we see attached to Theory Y. In conclusion, we can see that Theory Y has allowed us to understand why employers are shifting now to a more healthy and inclusive workplace culture and investing in things like autonomy, responsibility, organizational processes, and open communication with relationship building. And so for individuals, they'll find more inclusive work environments that and have increased productivity, ingenuity, and creativity. And for organizations, they'll see more of an emphasis on interpersonal relationships and prioritization of human resources. And for society, traditional values that foster mistreatment and exclude people in communication will be replaced. We must remember that the only true constant is change, and that the top organizations who will be successful will choose to make their workplace convenient for those who will be the employees that they need in their organization.